Hi friends, strangers, internet. My name is Emily Hanhan. I love colorful makeup and colorful language. And while I am wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in some of my last couple of videos, I am filming on a different day. So right now for me, it's Thursday, March 19th. And just in the last 24 to 48 hours, my dear friend Kara C here on YouTube posted a tag that she created called the Keep Calm and Tag On tag. I mean, she very kindly tagged me in the video, but as soon as I started watching the video, I was like, I need to do this tag. So this is just like a very sweet tag talking about things that make us happy, relax us, all of the things that we need right now. So the Keep Calm and Tag On tag has 10 questions. I will have Kara's video linked in the description box. I will probably tag a few people during the course of the video, but if you're watching and you're a creator and you want to do this tag, go for it. Do the tag. You're tagged. If you are watching and you just want to leave it in the comments and answer to one or a few of the questions, you are also so welcome to do that. Whew. Okay, so question number 1 is, what is your favorite way to relax and unwind? Water is the key to relaxing for me. Whether it's a bath, the ocean, a pool, a lake, a spring, being in the water just does it for me. Lately, I've been doing a lot of long hot soaks in the bath. I think Kara and I have very similar answers in this question. Doing a lot of those soaks. Just like Kara said in her video, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like the idea of stewing in your own soup. Whatever. I take a shower, take a bath, and then do another shower. I do bubbles, and I want the water as hot as humanly possible. And I honestly, there's 2 things I dream of in my life. And this is how much water makes me happy and calm. I dream of having a soaking tub that's deep enough for me to actually fully submerge in, because when I'm in the tub, a good third of my body sticks out from the water. The joy of being fat and, small tubs in New York apartments. But in the long run, I dream of living somewhere where I have access to just the ocean, or I don't know, a water feature. I think I'm truly a warm weather, by the ocean, by a lake kind of person deep in my core. So you got a sneak peek into my bigger dreams of my life. So yeah, lots and lots of baths really are what make me relaxed and unwind. And when I can't sleep in my bed, I will take a hot soak to actually basically relax my eyes in the bath. The joys of being an insomniac. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. What is your favorite comfort food? I think there's something the comfort food as a concept is one of the most fascinating parts of food in the universe to me. If you don't know me, I have worked in and around the food industry for over a decade. My family growing up had a market, always dealing with cooking and doing food related things. So it's just this deep ingrained part of myself. But the idea of comfort food as a whole is just a topic that I could probably spend years of my life kind of exploring in some way. But for me, comfort food is very specifically about the comfort of warm, soft foods. So homemade mashed potatoes, even stovetop stuffing has a special spot in my comfort food, soul. Just even mac and cheese. But I think the ultimate probably is really delicious, good homemade mashed potatoes, because there's the texture and the warmth, and then it's so comforting to me. And then, because I'm also a dessert loving human being, I have a major sweet tooth. While warm desserts, I see their purpose, I'm more of a cake person than I am a pie person. So a really nice soft cake with like just a delicious amount of frosting, and I'm a frosting snob, so only specific frostings for me, but those things, warm and soft, or just soft. Cloud, food that's like clouds or comforting blankets. Okay. I'm obviously getting very inspired by talking about things that relax and comfort me, which is a nice break from the weirdness of the world right now. Question number 3. ASMR, creepy or relaxing? So ASMR, if you don't know what it is, I would recommend like a light Google. It's a world. It's a world on YouTube. It's like a world out there. For years and years and years, I just didn't even enter into the world. I'd heard about it. I kind of got like a little rundown of what it was. But I would say in the last like 2 or 3 years, probably as my YouTube habits, let's not say obsession, but habits, as those became stronger, I got into ASMR. I cannot fucking stand mouth noises and like talking ASMRs. I don't have misophonia, but I don't want whispering, talking. I don't want any of that. I like tapping, clicking, like the sounds of people reorganizing things, like if it's a makeup reorganization, or even I've watched someone like just reorganize their junk drawer, like the sounds of like plastics and metals clicking together. I don't know, it does something for me. I don't know if I really love like those like deep cleaning your ear noises, of like really kind of in the mic noises. Those aren't always my favorite, but I generally kind of default to a couple of like tapping, no talking is like my go-to search on YouTube when I'm looking for ASMR. It's really helpful for going to sleep, I would say. Question number 4. Who is your rock? I feel like I'll joke like on the internet with friends that like I can cry at the drop of a hat, and I do. Like all different emotions, different like extreme emotions bring me to tears in different ways. And I think it's just because it's like a weird time, and mentally I feel like my brain is like soft and squishy. And reading that question just like brought me to tears. Fucking Kara making me cry. Fuck you, Kara. Except not really. I appreciate you. See how much of that I actually keep in. But, okay. Okay. So question number 4 is, who is your rock? My friend Sarah is like, she's been my rock for 15 years. I've known this amazing woman for 15 years. We met in college. I was a sophomore, she was a freshman. And she's watched me grow up. I've watched her grow up. We've lived in different cities. We've lived in different countries. We're now both living in Brooklyn. And like, I've been her roommate. We now have our own places. Like, she is just like beyond words my rock. And yeah, I mean, if you follow me on social media at all, you probably have seen me like share pictures with her, especially my stories and things like that. If I can find any like older pictures of us, I might put them on the screen, like from college. She's just one of those people that like can always remind me of like what I'm worth, and see parts of me that I don't see in myself. And I feel like I do the same for her. I hope I do. I think I do. I really feel like over the last like 5 years, I've gotten to a point where I know the kinds of friendships that I want to have in my life. And I think my friendship with her has made that very, very clear in terms of like the level of support we show for each other, the like caring judgment we'll display towards each other. Like, I feel like there's a level of, God, what is the difference? Lacey says this. There's a difference between unconditional love and blind love, and I think with us there's an unconditional love between the two of us. Anyway, I could talk for literal hours and hours and hours about how important she is in my life. Anyway, that just like really hit me super duper hard, but that's who I am. I can turn on a dime emotionally. So yeah, my friend Sarah. So the next question 5, what color makes you happy? I had to kind of cheat a little bit. My favorite like color, look, effect is like opal and opalescent colors. I'm normally wearing a ring that has an opal in it, but I'm not right now. But like that like soft, I call it like cotton candy rainbows, or the newest release from Holo Taco, she called them unicorn skin. That whole effect, like that white rainbow color, oh, that's my happy. So that's my happy spot. I love that. Question 6. What part of your makeup routine do you find relaxing? I think the whole thing has like, everything as a whole is important, but probably the most relaxing is eyeshadow application. Not just even blending. Like blending is one of them, but applying shimmer, kind of tapping everything out, like, I don't know, just the whole process. And that's usually why I avoid like things that annoy me, like wing liner, because eyeshadow is supposed to be relaxing, and things like wing liner is not relaxing. So yeah, the whole eyeshadow process. Question number 7. What beauty product sparks joy for you? If you're not new here, you probably saw this coming. I would say my single shadows spark the most joy, because theoretically I've picked out all of these colors myself. Although, you know, sometimes when you buy shadows, you kind of go blank and just put things in the cart. But I theoretically picked these all out myself. I have the prettiest, sparkliest, shimmeriest jewels in here. And I don't feel like I have any shadows like comparable in my palettes. Like I have some great shadows and palettes, but the joy, the beauty and the joy, these definitely bring the most joy for me. Question number 8. What TV shows and podcasts are you currently binging? I've fallen into the habit of watching a lot more YouTube than anything else, and that's because I didn't have a subscription to Netflix or Hulu or HBO for a long time, although just recently somebody has shared their one of their logins with me, so thank you to that person. And if anybody has Netflix recommendations, I'm listening. But I will always watch Schitt's Creek. That is like definitely my top favorite show. The Good Place. I've talked about both of these on previous videos. In terms of podcasts, I listen to a lot of podcasts. My newest favorite, which is not surprising at all because I adore Teresa and Alex, is Dead and Bored, the new podcast from Teresa is Dead and Alex is Bored. They are currently talking about, like, they started out the podcast talking about the Scream movies, and there's just something about their personality together. I've hung out with them on Twitch streams. I've hung out with them in person. Like, I could listen to the two of them just shoot the shit for hours and hours and hours. And I have done that before, and it brings me so much joy. They are like forever faves in my life. So Dead and Bored for sure. I listen to a bunch of true crime podcasts, and I kind of bounce between ones that like I'm loving depending on the moment and the mood. I have a soft spot for resolved mysteries, which they're like going back through episodes of unsolved mysteries and doing like follow-ups and giving you updates. there's just something about it that like you get silly fraud stories, you get true crime-ish stories, you get updates and like stories about things that have happened since that episode was on. I just think it's super fascinating and fun, and it's like it's true crime. It's a true crime podcast without feeling always so heavy. Trying to think of other podcasts that I really love. Like I bounce between like Generation Y, True Crime Garage, although they don't always do it for me. Who else have I loved? I love Nicole Byers. Why Won't You Date Me? I think she's just fucking hilarious. Oh my god, I listen to so many podcasts. I really enjoy Tiny Desk from NPR. Like they just recently had rapper Chica on there, and she's super talented, and that Tiny Desk was great. But if y'all have any podcasts that you love, in particular with true crime, or I mean, true crime is really what I listen to a lot of. Perhaps with a twinge of humor involved, leave them in the comments. Question number 9. What song or genre or artist always gets you pumped up? So there's like different, well, I thought about pump up and happy and calm and like all those things. I adore Lizzo. I love her message, but I also love her music, and she can always get me pumped up. If I need to like feel myself and feel like facing the world, especially if I'm feeling super introverted and I need to face the world and like go out and do something, she's the one. Florence and the Machine kind of does like, I have 2 different kinds of moods that I like listening to her. She either like has these super kind of like hyperactive songs, like hyperactive in her way, that get me pumped up, or she has the like ragey kind of darker songs. Certain songs from Florence and the Machine will help me like mellow out as well. Also for mellowing out, I love Billie Eilish. She just does it for me when I'm in those kinds of moods. But I would say, if I'm gonna be like totally an open book, the kind of music that always gets me like pumped up in the cheesiest way is 90s, 2000s pop. I'm talking Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Destiny's Child, like that, all of that. Like, yeah, it's not always the music I want to listen to. But if I'm out somewhere, if I'm like at a party and the night is winding down, they start playing something like Britney Spears or NSYNC, which has happened. It's kind of like when somebody plays All I Want for Christmas Is You towards the end of a Christmas party. It's like pumping you up, and you kind of know the night's also winding down. I don't know if that's just specific in my experience, but too many memories attached with that kind of music that it always like makes me bubbly and bouncy. Question number 10. Who makes you happy on YouTube? Okay. So I know that Kara C tagged me in this tag, and she also mentioned me as somebody that makes her happy. But she just does it for me. There is a calmness to her that I so enjoy. And there's like a wicked sense of humor and kind of like something with her that she makes me happy. Speaking of like wicked, like dry sense of humor, Michelle Wong. Oh my gosh. Just that, like, even Michelle Wong did a video recently unboxing the Hermes lipsticks, and there was something about like her excitement in that moment. I don't know, it just like made me so happy, even though I was like, I'm never gonna buy those lipsticks, but like, it made me so happy. And of course, Teresa is dead. I mean, I'm loving the podcast and like the Ms. Rule 3, which is their other kind of video podcast, but her like original storytime videos with makeup reviews, perfection. And another friend, but like Lacey over at Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. There's something about Lacey. Every video, I just love, like, I love how she gets so excited about makeup, but she's also like critical of brands, and she has such a interesting background with her degrees, like her sociology and anthropology degrees, and her perspective there with like makeup and beauty community activities and all of that. There's like so much to her videos that just bring me so much joy. Like, I feel like I look at a lot of what's happening in the makeup industry with this like general interest in psychology and how psychology is used in marketing and advertising. Even though I didn't study that as like a whole degree, I did study it some in school. There's something about like thinking about how I think about the makeup industry with that lens on, and seeing then how she looks at like the makeup industry and the world with her own kind of lenses on. I just love it. I mean, you know, I love Lacey. And I'll also give a shout out to the Half Cousins. The Half Cousins make me happy. They have amazing guests and they have really good conversations, and it just feels welcoming. And that's really nice to find on the internet. So yeah, I just gushed about a bunch of my friends, but they truly like make me happy and make me think and make me want to be a better creator and a better person. I'm getting all like gushy mushy inside with this tag. Thanks, Kara. No, but really, thank you, Kara, for tagging me in this. That was all the questions, and like I said in the beginning, if you're a creator and you want to do this tag, please do it. All the questions and Kara's video are in the description box. I'm gonna go ahead and tag Lacey and Teresa and Michelle and Audra and Kelsey, all the Aquarian. I'm just gonna tag all of y'all to do this. As per usual, I've talked way more than I thought I would for this tag, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I have that linked in the description box as well. I'm doing more beauty and food related content over there. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter at Nomnivorous. And we're all going to be on the internet a whole lot the next couple of weeks, so come find me. Let's chat, let's talk. If there's any videos you would like to see me make, you can also leave them in the comments. I'm sorry if I'm a broken record, but I appreciate everybody for watching, spending a bit of your day with me. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye, friends.